Hello everyone, thanks very much for joining our podcast. I'm Martin Christian Herisson, and today I'm joined by a very special speaker, Charles Herisson, entrepreneur to investor, and also author of a couple of books. Today we'll be going in depth through the intricacies of becoming a leader. Thanks very much for joining us, and I hope you enjoy your view. Good afternoon, Charles. Thank you very much for your time. I know you're very busy. Just before we start, could you introduce yourself, your background, and how your leadership philosophy has changed over the years?
So my background comes from telecom. That was my first business experience, and in this sector I learned how important is numbers. Then from other adventure I understood that numbers are important, but it's not everything rational, and many times you have to find the right sense of the business, looking the people and try to get as much as possible from your team. So I develop a kind of culture where people come first, and I try always to develop people in my team through new challenges and above all new adventures. So I try to innovate, not just in the business, but even in relationship. That means that I try always to give something new to people that are in our ecosystem, something that could be something on the cultural side or on the fun time that we can spend together. Because at the end, working together is not just getting success, but even have fun. In terms of leadership, I understood how important it is to lead by example and to raise the bar day by day and try to get always something more from people working with you. And I believe that the determination is maybe one of the most important factor of our success, and the wish to go behind our limits. So I try to have always a kind of culture where limits should be discovered day by day. And at the end, we have to understand that the only limits that we have is in our minds. For this reason, to develop a kind of mindset, a winning mindset, is one of the most important parts. And I was very lucky to have many different sport adventures in my life. And from sports, I understood how important it is to give trust to other people, working together as a team, but above all, how important it is to finish the match without energy. So energy drives all our performance, and you have to understand how you can get your maximum level of energy and how you can spread out all this energy to everyone. So sharing positive energy, good feeling is one of the most important parts in a team, and giving good vibes help to receive very good vibes. So in terms of leadership over the years, I understood that what is very important in any kind of business environment is create the trust and develop good vibes together. And everything starts on personal basis, so it's very important to develop soft skill. Many times these soft skills are developed in the young age, so sometimes it's more easy to find the right people than to coach the people to be right. So very careful when you find some toxic person, and try to put out from your life as soon as possible.
Thank you, Charles. You talked about many things, adding 1% every day, raising the bar, and influencing others with your energy. You talked a lot of questions. You answered a bit of many questions I'm going to ask later on, so maybe you can save a bit afterwards. But can you tell me right now a personal trait that has helped you on your success, and another that has challenged you, has brought you some challenges, maybe, I don't know, you were too assertive, or...
So I believe that one of the traits that helped me much in my life was determination and even resilience. So it's a kind of balance between the two of them. To be determined is so important, even to get access to 100% of your potential. Have a very important goal, repeat your goal, visualize your goal, and write your goals is so important, because at the end we should believe in ourselves, should believe in our goal, we should love our goal, and through this kind of mental process we can develop something that can be meaningful for us and meaningful for all the people that we got around. That means that you should trust in yourself. That's one of the most important parts of your process of development, and it helps you a lot to reach any kind of goals. And when something is going bad, when life gives you new challenges, you should always welcome these challenges as a new part of your journey, some parts that will teach you a lot and will help you to be a better person for the next challenges. So every time that you see something that looks like bad, embrace this bad moment as one of the most important moments of your life, and enjoy that moment, because it's in that moment that you're building a new version of yourself. So I believe that to get this kind of mind approach will help you so much to develop your resilience. So that, I believe, is a very important part. In terms of trait of my character that I should learn how to manage, I would say 100% emotions. We are driven by emotions daily basis, and we have so many emotions every single minute. It's so crazy. And when I was very young, I was not able, to be the best version of myself every moment, above all in the business environment. It's so important to take control of your body, of your mind, and of your emotions. And this drives you to get control of your languages, of your goals, and to be a very clear person that can drive other person to example. To do this, I think that you should train every day in the family, every day in your call, in your business meeting, or even with your friends. Because sometimes it's so easy to be the first to give an answer, but sometimes it's much better to listen and to be maybe the last person to give a sentence during a conversation. And then I even understood how important it is to make questions. So the great people are not the guy that gives some incredible answer, but the guy that help you with some incredible question that can even challenge your behavior, your patterns, and your ideas. So I believe that it's so important to interact with people, trying to give them always some kind of good vibes, good energy, and leaving some good memories of the moments you stay together. And this doesn't happen on the conscious level, but always happen on subconscious. So it's very important that you understand how you can make other people happy. If the other people will be happy, you will be happy. So that's a very important secret.
Thank you, Charles. You talked about maybe the impulse, maybe how we should improve on our second feeling. Take 3 seconds to think before we act. And I appreciate it a lot. I was thinking.
Sometimes even 5 seconds is good.
Thank you. I was thinking, how I imagine some people in your business, they get lost, they get disengaged. And how do you find a way to remotivate them to get on track?
I think this is very easy. So when people are demotivated, when they feel that they're losing control of the activity, and they feel like loser. So it's very important that people does just few things at a time. So you should teach these people to win every moment of their life, of their business life. So don't give too many tasks to other people. Don't complicate life of people working with you, and try to simplify their business experience. And consider people working in your business environment like your customer. So they are the most important people and they are the biggest asset that you have. So you want to have your top assets always very happy and always very performing. And they should be used to be on top performance level. And to do that, it's so important that the days that they come to the office or the days that they work with you, they feel winner every small moments. So I always think that there is a beautiful whole movie. The name is Karate Kid, and there is this guy that should learn karate from a very old coach, and this guy wants to do a lot of things, and the coach say just start with simple action. One action that is simple, you perform well on that action, You feel the feeling to be very good on something, and then you can improve on other things. So it's very easy. Give small tasks to people and be sure that they do this task as best as possible.
And then gradually,
Grow with responsibility, grow with task, and let them feel every day as winner.
great. And continue talking about people. Have you ever worked with someone very charismatic but self-interested? How did you handle that?
Absolutely yes, absolutely yes. Above all, let's start on my career. One, I could not manage too many external factors. I got this incredible experience to work with one person. I really liked at start this person because he was super charismatic. He was even hypnotic in some way. And this person was very good on business, but was not so interesting to win together, but he was more a kind of personal winner. And after that experience, I wrote a book. I wrote a book that was win-win, how you can win together with other people. That is so important. So winning in the business doesn't mean you win 100% and the other lose. You should win together with other people. So how you can create a culture when there is this kind of cooperation concept instead of a competition concept. And I believe that above all in the, let's say, digital world, we have a lot of network, and as network, if one point of the network stops to work, the network is less effective. And this is the way that we have to think about our business, our engagement with other people. We have to understand that every person should be happy, motivated, and everyone should give as much as possible to the community. So when you find people that are just self-motivated for their own ego and they don't want to help the team, I think there is just one solution. Try to take out these people immediately, as fast as possible, because this kind of mood is contagious. And then you should protect the culture of your ecosystem. About you should take care about the other people and protect these people from bad actor, like these kind of devils that are always around. They eat your energy and they attack the vision and the philosophy of your company.
Thank you. Well, now we talked about people that weren't maybe so nice. Let's talk about the people that were nice to you. What are the personal traits that you found in others that you value the most, but you think cannot be taught? So something that's natural to them.
First of all, I think that everything can be taught if the person wants to learn. So there are people that are happy to learn and they want to improve day by day. And these kind of people are the best asset you can find in your company. When you have the wish, you can realize everything. And the things that I love more in people is this kind of wish to grow, is their ability to their colleagues, teammates, and this kind of soft skill that permit always to engage with people and support people. So I like people that are very supportive and they don't think about their mission like a single person, but as part of the community. So ideally, when you have to work with other people, it's so important that you understand, let's say, their background, their culture, and many times there is even a kind of compatibility from one kind of culture and another kind of culture. So we have so many different cultures, and in some case, I've seen that people from some kind of culture can work better together and other culture are less compatible. And this is like very normal, and I just think that everyone should understand his level of compatibility with other people. So it's an easy job at the end.
And talking about culture, how did you create a sense of belonging and not without forcing culture? Like before you said you were having fun with your team. How could you expand on that?
So I think it's quite easy because you should lead always by example, and you should be very clear as leader on what you like and what you don't like, and you should create even a kind of bonus system where you give a price to good behavior and then you stop the bad behavior. So I think that the compensation system should not just base it on the, let's say, single KPI like profits or sales, things like that. Even because this kind of KPI sometimes for some function inside the company will never work. In my opinion, is always the effort, the most important KPI, and try to get a tracking of the effort of the other people is sometimes very tough, but so important. How you can develop this kind of KPI system with people inside your organization? I believe that you can get this kind of information through meeting, personal meeting, one-to-one meeting, where you can understand if the person is growing, in which direction this person is growing, and you can even help on weekly basis or sometimes monthly basis, to formulate new goals. And it's so important that every time you have some person in your group that give you his clear goal, let's say for this week or this month, that you try always to raise a bit this bar, giving trust to this person. Showing your trust to this person is so important because your trust will help to develop their own trust. And with a good level of trust, people will set the bar on a higher level and then they will reach great results. It's very important to try to have a kind of monitoring system of every KPI based on daily performance. So it's very important to have like a dashboard where every day you can track the most important factor of your activities. Not too many, just maybe 10 factors that you believe are important. Track this factor and see how you improve day by day on this important KPI.
So would you say your leadership style is more structured or visionary?
I think you should balance both, even because inside an organization, you get different kind of personality. Every person should recognize your leadership under their own value. Obviously, any leader has his own style. For sure, my style is more visionary style, but I try to compensate this part of my character, going in some details, sometimes very deeply, just to show the people how is the level of attention on details that everyone should have on their daily task. But that should be always different from micromanagement. I think that a leader doesn't have to do anytime a micromanagement, but should show through the example how can work a kind of performance based on strong attention on details. So I believe that a leader should know very well all the process inside a company. So I believe in leaders that has this kind of 360-degree ability to speak with different people, different departments, but to get this kind of experience, you should know very well the details of the single activities. So knowledge is power in this case, but you don't have to micromanagement every small details, absolutely not. And this is the worst things that you can do with your manager, because you don't show the trust. You should give always trust and just give the mission and the example.
Thank you. And how do you balance sometimes autonomy with control? How would you?
I believe that as leader, you should inspire people. And then obviously when you give some kind of responsibility, you should have system in place to track the performance. But the performance tracking is not something that we have to do to control people, but the performance tracking is very important above all for the management of the company, for analyzing themselves. So I always believe that on weekly basis, every person inside an organization should make a kind of self-evaluation. So driving a process of self-evaluation will help the person to get more responsibility and to get better engagement inside the company. And this is something you have to coach to the people, because usually it's very tough to be objective in a kind of self-evaluation process, Because there are people that tend to be, let's say, always positive and people that tend to be always negative. So it's important, let's say, as leader, as coach, as manager, that you give the right angles to these people and you balance better than how they can do themselves this kind of evaluation process. So I believe that this process can be made even in community session, in order that you can even give your own evaluation in front of your group of peers. And then you can listen the point of view of the other people and try to have, let's say, better understanding of yourself.
And before you mentioned about micromanagement and how you don't believe in it, can you also explain how you learn to trust others? How is it like a process? How did you? Because I imagine sometimes the quality is just not good enough to expectations.
So this is one of the toughest things for many young manager, and sometimes not just the young manager. This is something that can go for all your business life. Many people say it's faster and better if I do myself. I don't want to waste time giving this activity to other people inside my team. And this is the worst things can do a leader. People that does that, they're not real leader. They're a person that doesn't understand the importance of the coaching. And any manager, any leader should be above all a coacher. But you cannot be, imagine you are like a footballer. So you can be a good coach if you have been a good footballer. Otherwise, it's a bit tough that you can be a good coacher if you have never played football. Obviously, there is some case, but it's not so normal. So I believe that you should have the knowledge of the process, you should have the experience of the process, but you should give, let's say, just the inspiration and the general rules to other people, and then you should delegate a lot of activities, and you should give the trust. So it's very important to coach other people, how to trust other people, and this kind of trust, start always trusting yourself. So the best way to trust other people is to start trusting yourself. So how you can create this kind of culture inside a company? Giving book. So on Christmas you give some nice book, how is possible to create a kind of confidence in yourself, in order that when you have the confidence in yourself, you can start to have confidence in other people.
Yeah, so like before you're gonna be a soldier to become a commander, like the emotional intelligence you acquire, and there is a process to becoming a leader. But could you also tell us a time where business pressure has challenged your values? How did you deal with it? Did you go against your values? Did you go on with your values?
This is a very tough question because I think that first of all, we change our value during our life, and when this doesn't happen, maybe you're not improving. So luckily, I would say that nowadays I got much better value than when I was very, very young, because I got so many experience that coach me how to find even the right value and how you can balance this value. I think I made a lot of mistakes during my business life, and this is, I think, part of the journey. So it's even important to accept that you will be never perfect. You do a lot of mistakes, but it's important to get the lesson and feel the responsibility. So whatever is your mistake in the past, you have always the opportunity today to give back to the community, to do things much better than you made before. So when you have tough problem, it's quite normal and natural for people try, let's say, to save themselves as first, and then obviously take care about the other people. So I think it's a kind of natural behavior. It's not nice, but it's part of our humanity in some way.
And talking about uncertainty, how do you keep your team resilient and motivated even during times of uncertainty?
I think it's, this happens always with example. So if you are the first person that is always happy, smiling, and self-confident, the other people will get these vibes and will follow you. And I always believe that you can change, you can decide what is your reality. And this is something you can do on a daily basis. And you should be always very focused to be very grateful for everything that you get. This is one of the most important secrets to perform as best as possible. So when you have this kind of balance inside yourself, then you can inspire this kind of philosophy and mindset to other people. And obviously, this is not kind of lesson that is like an academic lesson. This is something that you drive just by example, by your normal behavior. So be always positive is very, very, very important.
Well, thank you, Charles. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for the viewers for watching.
Okay, thanks, Martin.